to you from the Radio for One studios in Franklin, Michigan. Welcome to the Detroit Cast.
Big fan. Big fan.
A show not just free of charge, but free of FCC regulation.
Thank you for your support of the Detroit Cast.
Oh, there it is.
And without further delay, it's showtime. Please welcome the Detroit Cast. Here are your hosts, Mike and Jay.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the show, Mike and Jay. Shalom, Biggie. Hello, Jay.
Yo.
How are you, my friend?
Very well.
Yeah. Doing all right.
Good.
Yeah. Hanging in there. Yes. I think they're finally done with the road out there. I think so. They had to put 2 layers down, but I think they're done.
It's nice.
Finally. Is it a lot nicer?
Dude, that's the kind of blacktop you'd love to just throw a skateboard down on.
Hell yeah.
You know? Go zipping down your road.
Dude.
Down your hill there.
It was so cool watching. You guys were gone for the weekend by the time they started doing it. And it was so cool to watch how they did that. Like, they backed this giant truck in, this machine. It's as wide as the road. And this thing just lays one full path of this, asphalt down. It's pretty cool. Everyone was out on their driveways watching them go by.
God. So how long were you trapped in here?
Dude, I had to haggle with them at the corner. They were not going to let me down my street. And I'm like, no. They're like, you got to park a couple blocks down and then just walk. I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that,
Did you pull out the heart condition? That's what I would have pulled out.
Yeah.
Pull out a doctor note.
Yeah, I said I'm physically not. I can't do that right now.
So you drove over wet pavement, essentially.
He's like, no. Once they get the trucks there, you can't go. And I'm like, dude, I can see my house from here. They're not there yet. I'm like, I think I can get around there. He's like, no, we can't let you through. I'm like, let me just go talk to the trucker guy. Let me just talk to the truck. And he's like, no, I can't. I'm like, come on, man. I'll just talk to him for 1 second, really quick. If he says no, I'll turn right around. He's like, fine. And so I go, and the trucker starts pulling into my lane, and I'm just like, whizzed by him, and he's honking. I was like, went like partially on the lawn, and then
so
right into my driveway.
To the trucker guy.
No, I didn't talk to the trucker guy. I was like, dude, my driveway's right there. I'm just pulling in. Went right into the garage.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like, no, dude, I'm not parking 3 blocks from my house and waiting hours for you guys. Fuck that. So but I think they're finally done and gone now. Anyway, so yeah, we got breaking news that just came out. You see, the Supreme Court upheld Trump's travel ban.
It's bigly
news. Boy, is this a non-shock of all time. I mean, give me
all the experts at first said, it's within the executive power to do this.
Yeah.
Take the emotion out of it.
Yeah, exactly. It was a 5-4 ruling. And they said that White House has the authority to limit travel into the U.S. from a short list of Muslim-majority countries. President's authority to determine who may come into the country is squarely within the scope of presidential authority under the INA, which is the Immigration and Naturalization Act. And so, who is it, John Roberts? Is he he's one of the judges, right?
The Chief Justice.
Chief Justice. He said the President of the United States possesses an extraordinary power to speak to his fellow citizens and on their behalf. All I can think was people, he doesn't speak for me. He's hashtag not my president. He does not speak on my behalf.
Did you see his tweet? All caps, Supreme Court upholds Trump travel ban. Wow. Why include wow? It's almost like he's surprised or something.
Dude, his tweets lately, him getting into it with Fallon over the last couple days.
Yeah, Fallon's monologue yesterday was kind of like, why are you tweeting at me, Mr. President? I have better things to do, but wait, don't you have better things to do?
That was funny as shit.
Great
the way he
point.
said that. He's like, I was starting to tweet him back, and then I was like, wait a minute, I don't have time for this. But wait a minute, how does he have time for this?
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, you think it's the most powerful man in the fucking world? It's like
he drills down on the minutia, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does, man. He sure does. He doesn't speak for me at all. He's hashtag not my president.
But see, here's a question. What if all the other presidents have had all this time, and to Jay's question earlier, kind of like, how hard is being president? What if it's just that the reality is that there's a lot of shit that gets done that has nothing to do with
all your agencies and your advisors handling a bunch of shit?
It's what you've said for years.
It's not that hard.
There's a committee of guys that come in. I'll pick A this time. We're going with that one.
I went with B with last time, so this time it's A.
Yes, we'll go with your C next time, sir. This time we're going with A. They just list all the shit out, lay it out for him. And
it's just like the coaches.
Yes, do it.
Of some of these sports, people wonder there's some sports where people wonder, dude, are they just getting paid to get the criticism when it's, when they do bad, the celebration when they're good, but are they really doing anything? And I know there's some sports where I think coaching is more important than others, but I think there's some that it's like.
Which sports exactly, do you think professionally doesn't require a coach?
Dude, I'm trying to think about it. I think baseball is pretty hard probably, I guess, with some of the decisions. I think basketball, dude, you got what you got for the most part. I think you have star players, and you got what you got.
You could probably save quite a bit of money if we just removed head coach.
Go back to the player coach.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. E.
I think that a lot of sports. I'm sure there's some little things here and there, dude. But take some of these shitty teams. You telling me that coach is doing anything? He's making that shitty team better.
Bag up.
He's a back up for a moment.
Yeah.
The fact is, President Trump has a million better things he could be doing rather than tweeting.
I was really just more making a joke on your past statement of that the presidency might not be that hard. I don't really believe
he could go make a ham sandwich. It would be more important than tweeting at Jimmy Fallon.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Ham sandwich.
The sandwich family. Did you see that video? I don't think we watched it last week, Jay, but that chick, the intern, was like, "Mr. President, fuck you," and yelled in one of the Capitol buildings.
Yeah, I saw that.
And did you see that they dropped a hammer on her? They finally figured out who it was. I mean, they had the police searching for her, like, be on the lookout for dirty blonde with checkered pants and
checkered pants.
Yeah, blue checkered pants, wearing an intern badge.
I didn't say checkered past. I said checkered pants.
Yes, checkered pants. And so
like big boy type checkered pants.
I
that's
think
pretty popular
so
right now. Checkered pants on girls.
Is that a big deal right now?
I think so.
Look out for a woman.
Vans are, but the checkered pants.
An intern badge with dirty blonde hair and blue checkered pants.
Okay.
So I mean, I didn't know that was a thing either. But I'd like to see.
But maybe in leggings. I'm probably thinking leggings though. I don't think I'm thinking professional. Attire. So I don't know what she was wearing. What they expect her to wear. But
yeah, well, she's an intern for New Hampshire Democratic Senator Maggie Hassan. The girl's name when they found her is Caitlin Marriott, and they've dropped the hammer on this broad.
Shit's staying classy, isn't it?
Oh yeah. She's not going to be terminated, but she's on a 1-week suspension, and so, I mean, that ought to.
She's getting high fives from half the country right now.
Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, a 1-week. You're in the Capitol building as an intern, as the president's walking in, the president of the United States. I get it. You don't like him. Fine, Mr. President. Fuck you.
I guarantee you there are staff members, there are senators,
Do you
there's
have that
reps
audio?
coming by her office going, "Hey,
Nice job.
nice work."
It's like the one
including Maxine Waters, who's
fucking
now
dude.
told everybody to go interrupt anyone who works on Trump's staff. They're supposed to interrupt during their personal lives, right?
Yeah.
Whether eating dinners or outside their homes,
Getting gas.
Yeah.
You see him anywhere, you let him know. Here she is. Here's the Caitlin. Whatever. You get the point. But yeah, a week-long suspension. I mean, whatever. And then Maxine Waters. Yeah, Maxine Waters. She might be my most hated politician.
she's pretty bad, man.
She is just awful. From day one.
Where is she? California?
Yeah. She's in L.A. I think she's, rumor was she was in like a $5 million house, but now they say it's more like $3 million, and it's like, oh, that's cute on a $170,000 a year salary, career politician, moron. I can't figure out what's going on with her hair either. Her hair bothers me for some reason, but yeah, she thinks we should be heckling and shaming anyone who works in that administration. Which, did we learn nothing from Steve Scalise?
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Dude was shot on the baseball diamond just a year ago, right?
Yeah. The majority whip shot in the hip.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that? And it's like that dude was totally ginned up from watching Rachel Maddow. And it was like, I got to do something. Where are they? And just shows up with a gun.
That's what this cable news bullshit does, man. It just gins
they don't
up
care
both
if you
sides.
they don't care if someone shoots someone. By the way, it's
No.
dude. It is
better
I
for
know,
ratings.
I know. Well, not just that, but I know we've said it on this show several times. But this has literally become a thing where they do not care if you shoot these people. They're evil. If they have any
Nazis.
association with that, they are absolutely evil and Nazis. And it is okay if they're dead.
Yeah.
I mean, so
ends justify the means. Yeah, it's her coming out and standing, in front of a bunch of people. You think we're rallying now? You ain't seen nothing yet. Already, you have members of your cabinet that are being booed at restaurants. Protesters go into their houses and saying "No peace, no sleep" chants. No peace, no sleep. What? These people need to fucking. This is getting delusional, dude. It's hilarious.
It's been delusional.
So she wants people to keep the pressure on. Let's make sure we show up wherever we have to show up. If you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, department store, gas station, you get out, you create a crowd and push back on them.
I think the actual quote was gasoline station.
Yeah,
it actually
was.
caught my ear. Who says gasoline station?
Oh my God, dude. It's just, that is just so dangerous. I'm sorry, to have leaders in power, those voices are the ones that are supposed to be going, guys, remain calm, everything's okay.
Right.
It's not ginning the public up. What the fuck are you thinking? What are you thinking? I mean,
we have better policy ideas, and those policies will prevail through the democratic process. No. Go yell at people.
yeah, if you see them at a gasoline station,
Yell at them.
oh my God, man. Yeah, they must be really proud of kicking, Sanders out of a restaurant, and then who was the other one? Kristen, whoever was, shouted down, shame, shame. I do love the shame.
Shamed out of a Mexican restaurant, right?
Yes, yeah. Some dude screaming at her, and I do love the shame chants though when people are walking out and they're just hearing a group of people, shame.
Yeah, there's something awesome about it.
Yeah.
Other than I don't agree with what's happening, but you're right. There is something awesome about the idea that you're in any situation,
Shame on you.
A public shaming.
No. We don't want to shame anyone. It's just when it's like one person just goes shame, and then immediately it's the easiest chant to remember,
Yeah.
and so 30 people are just like in unison, shame, shame.
I kind of would like to be shamed out of a place. I don't even really care why.
We could probably do that next time we go out and do an event. Let's shame E out of the room.
Do that every day when he leaves if you want.
Yeah, okay. Does it work with just two of us shaming him?
No,
though?
I want it to be in a place where it's. I don't. And no offense.
But you want 100 people shouting shame. at
Right.
Biggie.
I don't want people to know me. Like, you can do it at an event if you want, but I'd rather have it be
Legit.
a legit one, just in a restaurant, and someone being like, "There's that guy, shame."
There's that guy.
I wonder what you would have to do, E, to get the public to shame you out of a place. I mean,
You know what?
if you went in wearing
Honestly,
like a
if I
MAGA
really,
hat and a
you know, if I
Love
really
Trump
wanted
t-shirt?
to, you know what the funny thing is? If I really wanted to, I could probably have it done when I do comedy at any time I've done comedy. There's
Do like a Trump support
Yeah, if
type
I just
thing.
made
Yeah.
one statement
Anti-left.
anti-left at at more than a few places I've done comedy at, I would probably could get maybe not a full-on shit, but I could get something
You'd get
close.
a lot of.
and not
You think
talking to me after.
It would warrant gasps.
There might be,
For
and there
sure.
might be a shame. I don't know that I could guarantee a shame.
All it would take, if you've got one ringer in the room, and
Right.
you're like, dude, when I do my Trump thing, just scream out,
Yes,
shame!
you're right.
Like, then it would, the ball's rolling.
That's the thing, if
sheep
you-
would fall in line and jump on board.
Agreed. If I talk to somebody ahead of time and say, look, they're not going to like this. It's going to be very obvious. You yell it out once, and I bet other people
I'll
will
do this,
jump on
dude.
board.
I promise you this. E. Next time I go to one of your events, pull out a supportive Trump thing, and I'll be in the back and I'll yell, shame!
Stupid, but I'm not that stupid. I'm not fucking doing that.
You should go to a club that you don't care to go to.
Yeah,
again.
okay, you're right.
You know what I
Maybe
mean?
do that.
But it's got to be a full house. Heather Locklear looks like she's doing better.
Man, does she get through the weekend?
She did get through the weekend.
Does she get through this
Oh,
weekend?
oh yeah. Good question, man. Good question. We've been. It sounds like we're just repeating the same story over and over. But unfortunately, she keeps doing the same shit. She was thrown in jail or taken in because she kicked an officer and a EMT and started fighting with them, and so they've got her on resisting charges. So anyway, she gets bailed out. Sunday, and Monday the cops are called back to the house for an overdose. And so, just hours after getting bailed out.
But this is the same one we talked about earlier this week. There's not another one this week, is it?
Yeah.
Like last night?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They were called to her house yesterday, Monday, for reports of an overdose and took her to the hospital. And so earlier Monday, do you have those pictures? This is her leaving the jail. Right? You saw those?
In pajamas.
Oh, my God. More troubling
Heather.
is the flip-flops. She's wearing socks with what style of... That's just a flip-flop, right? Where you put your toes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, look at that. There's other pictures.
That's actually hard to do. That's not
It's
a slide.
very hard to do.
That's not a slide. That's a flip-flop through the big toe.
Yeah.
It's between the two pigs, and to wear socks in that instance.
Which pigs are those again? Do you know?
It's the big pig and the next pig.
And the next pig. Well, this little pig went to market. This little pig is it stayed home pig?
I think it's
and market pig?
market and stayed home.
Yeah, I think it's market and stayed home too. And dude, how do you do that? Those socks.
Well, you have to first take your finger and go whoop and dip your finger down between the pigs.
Yeah.
You got to
Okay.
set it up for the flip flop.
Was she maybe just wearing socks and those are the police issued flip flops for jail or something?
I don't know.
Or maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe, but why would they let her take those? I think
Because
you have
they're
to turn those back
I
in
don't
when you're
know.
done with them.
Guess I've never been to jail. I don't know. But.
Yeah. Boy, she does not look good, man. So she was initially supposed to appear in court today, and they've moved that arraignment back to August. She's not here in August. Kidding me? And so, that we were talking about the other day, that vicious statement. I mean, she concocted one hell of a statement to throw at a cop. When she was like, "Get the fuck out of my house!" She's trying to slam the door in his face.
And then she wanted his children to die and for him to remember her when they do.
Yeah.
Right?
Quote was exactly, "You fucking deserve your kids to die. You fucking deserve it. And when you find yourself in that position, think of me."
So her mom wasn't home when she got home because her mom was like protecting her, right? She's like a 53-year-old woman with her mom.
She's
Kinda.
56. Yeah, I don't know how old her mom is. It was probably her mom that called, like, "Oh my God, she's overdosed." That would be my guess, because it seems like her mom is always the one there. But yeah, oh my God, just this is not gonna end well. We keep saying it.
Over under 5 days.
Isn't that crazy? It's like 5 days. That's a fair bet. I don't know
She'll
which
be
one to take.
hospitalized at this point, though, won't she? With an overdose. If it was just another drunken kicking a cop in the head or something,
Yeah.
then I'd be more prone to go, yeah, she's gone before the weekend. But
So you want to give her
she's
30
gonna be
days?
hospitalized. She's she's gonna be restrained and shit.
Okay, how
I think
about
that's
this?
too short, man. I think you got to
Yeah.
do like a month.
Yeah.
So
She's got to get out of the hospital. She's gonna be there for a week, right?
I was just going to say, how about the clock starts ticking once she's released from the hospital?
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Is that fair?
Yeah, they'll keep her alive.
I would think. But can they keep her against her will? Like, if she just goes "fuck you" and wants to walk
Well,
out of
whatever
there, what
that-
are they going to do?
Well, if she's being incarcerated again.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? 5 days or 30 days over under from the time she's released from wherever?
I think
she
we
is
got to
now?
see her leave the hospital.
Okay.
We got to see what she's wearing.
Yeah, if she's wearing that same outfit,
Yeah, 5 days.
5 days, and I'm taking the under. Jesus, you could have the over. Oh my God. Do you remember Tyler Hilinski? The Washington
absolutely.
State
Yep.
quarterback. Didn't he play against Michigan State in like a bowl game or something?
Yeah, in January, and then I think he killed himself in February or something, right?
Yeah. I guess the parents had cameras going and filmed like a documentary after he died for SI, for Sports Illustrated,
Why?
trying to figure out what the fuck happened. And it sounds like it's pretty good. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, but quarterback at Washington State appears to have everything going for him. They've said now in this documentary that he did have CTE at the time of his suicide. They were doing a
Stage 1 CTE.
Yep. They were doing an interview on the Today Show.
Had the brain of a 65-year-old.
Isn't that crazy? I don't know how they got anything from it. He shot himself in the head, like through the eye.
Did football kill Tyler? I don't think so, his mother told Sports Illustrated. Did he get CTE from football? Probably. Was that the only thing that contributed? I don't know.
I would say football had a big part in that, wouldn't you?
I don't know what else my man is into,
Yeah. Well, he's apparently very, very responsible. Not a recluse, but quiet, but very responsible. He's the first one to practice, last to leave, that kind of thing. And so he like dropped a teammate off at a class, and then made a call to another friend, and at like 11 o'clock, and then he doesn't show up for afternoon practice at 3:30.
Had no drugs or alcohol in his system.
Yeah.
Also had apparently never fired a gun before going shooting with some teammates the day before.
Yep.
And then he used a teammate's rifle to take his life.
Yeah, he used an AR-15 that he stole from another teammate 4 days earlier. And so, yeah, they went to, like, what is that, those clay whatever, and you turn and shoot, what do they call that? But he went and did that, and these guys literally taught him how to hold a gun, pull the trigger, aim. He never hit anything. He couldn't hit the clay, whatever, discs. But so his coaches are like, where is Tyler? This is so out of character. He takes two of the guys on the team, two members of the team, says, go find him. And so they go, and they don't see his car where, in the parking lot. They can't find him at his place or this other place that he's known to go. And so they're like, fuck, they don't know where he is, and his car's gone. Something's wrong. No one can get a hold of him. His phone is not pinging his locations anymore. And so they end up going, after searching around for a bit, they end up going back to his place. And they can't get in. It's locked. And so they get the landlord. Landlord's like, no, not letting you in, not letting you in there. See, these guys go around the building and just kick in the fucking back door, start rummaging through the house and, find him in the closet. He was in the closet and shot himself through the eye. Just awful. Yeah.
Didn't play that bad. I mean, it wasn't the greatest game. But
I don't think that's why.
He wasn't awful.
Yeah. I think
he was in line to be the starter,
He
too.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, because their starter was hurt for that bowl game.
Yeah. Oh, that's why he played that bowl game?
Yeah.
Do you remember his performance at all?
He wasn't very good,
yeah.
honestly.
But he's young and just didn't have much, experience.
Yeah.
So his mom was like, I remember being kind of not. I guess she was just like, you're lying, and then fucking went into a panic, when they called her. And I was kind of numb because you don't think your son is going to die. You certainly don't think he's going to kill himself. And you certainly don't think you have to give his brain to the Mayo Clinic for autopsy. They said the tau protein was something you would never see in someone who's 21 years old, but in someone much older, as you said.
That's crazy, man. 65 years old.
Yeah.
Brain of a 65-year-old at, 20 or whatever it was.
21, yeah.
Woo.
Oh, dude, I don't know, man. Football has to do something because this, seeing these players, it's one thing when it's a 60-year-old guy. It's easy to go, he had a good life and it was hard and football was tougher then.
Football's not going to be here in 20 years, Michael.
I don't
Enjoy
know.
it now.
Yeah, I know. I think there's got to be something they can do. There's got to be,
Well, I mean,
people are working on that
football,
shit.
I suppose. I mean, it can just become
I'm
more and
watching flag
more.
football, Lee.
I know, but it can become more and more less tackle, I guess.
That's it.
I mean, they'll just do video game football, dude. They already have leagues and championships, and they're building stadiums now to watch people play video games. We'll just get good at video game football.
Wait, they're not building stadiums.
Yes, they are. I think Jay and I talked about it. I think.
Yeah.
But
what size capacity do we have to
don't
watch
know,
people
but
play video
I don't know,
games?
man, but that shit's getting big. That Overwatch and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You're starting to see that stuff in mainstream sites when you go
It's insane.
to Deadspin and all that. Like a huge portion of Deadspin is devoted to online gaming. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that's true. You see people sitting at tables with big monitors playing, and there's a whole crowd there behind them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nuts. But, hi, YouTube. I mean, if you can go watch a kid do a fucking Rubik's Cube, why not gaming?
Yeah. No, maybe the future of football, I think we've broached the subject before, is some sort of virtual thing, where they're not actually hitting each other, but there are actual athletes that are, plugged in to sort of grid and, doing the movements.
Really?
Didn't we talk about this?
Maybe, yeah. Dude, that'd be crazy. But how do you cause a fumble then? I don't know. Yeah, but if we keep having stories of these younger and younger athletes,
yeah,
getting
kids
that,
aren't going to. I mean, parents are not letting their kids play football.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't happen, well, then guess what? You're grandfathered in with the players you have now. I guess you could bring back Jerry Rice. You hear about that?
Right.
Jerry Rice says he could come back today, 55 years old.
Oh, sure. I'm sure he'd be sweet.
So you have your collection of players that you have now, and you're just not growing any younger ones.
Yeah. So we've got guys that are getting ready to retire. It's like, I'm sorry, sir, we're not going to be able to let you retire.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, it's illegal for you to retire now. You have to keep playing. Terrell Owens said that too.
Terrell Owens, I heard, just was working out with a team and ran a 4.440 the other day.
It's videoed. Yeah. 4.440.
But Gerald Rice says he could come back and catch 80 passes next year.
No
bullshit.
No, you couldn't, dude. He sucked 12 years ago at the end of his career.
Yeah.
Like at the very end, it was like, oh, please retire.
Wasn't he bouncing around?
Yeah, he went to the Raiders and
you go to Seattle or some shit.
Yeah, I went to Seattle and yeah, it's
Texas is building a huge stadium for a billion dollar sport, video games.
And I think it's only like 1,000 capacity. So
$10 million stadium. Dude, still though, 1,000 people.
Stadium.
But you just build a bunch of those, theaters, and
Yeah.
people just go watch the video games.
It'll be the biggest esports stadium in the U.S.
And it's this thing, man. This generation underneath us loves to watch video games.
That
It's
is-
something that you and I never experienced. We played video games, obviously, but none of us were into sitting there and watching people play.
You would
and
leave
I noticed that
you would leave the house
yeah,
when we were over
be
at
like,
Derek's.
Fuck
Dude,
this. Fuck this.
not going
Outta
to sit
here.
here while you assholes play video games.
And I'm watching you play Tecmo Bowl, as good as Richard Dent is. I've seen enough of the defensive lineman. I know what he can do.
Yeah, absolutely. My guy was Bo. You couldn't tackle Bo.
But I noticed early on with my boys in particular, even with their friends playing the dumb little Nintendo Game Boys, And they'd sit there and watch each other play, and I'm like, what is going on? Like they'd sit on the couch and they'd all be kind of piled together watching the kid play, and then it'd be the next kid's turn.
Wow,
it's fucking weird.
That is super weird. I guess if it's really one of those technical games and some kid's sweet as shit, I can kind of understand. Like, I can't do half the stuff this guy's doing, running around, but Nintendo?
I know.
Like, wow, okay.
Like, Russell watches some Fortnite guys. I guess there's some ninja or some dude who's just a badass.
Really?
And he'll watch his videos every day. And, oh, my God, I can't believe what he did,
Really? I don't know. Is that just a war game? Fortnite? Do you kill each other?
You kill each other. You go in groups, though. You go in...
So you play with other people, your friends or something?
Yeah. I mean, it's weird. You kind of skydive onto this island, and you're with a group of either friends or just people you've linked up with.
Right.
No, I'm sorry. You can be in a squad, or you can do it individually. I think it started out individual. You just need to be the last man standing out of 100 people.
Oh, wow. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, every man for himself.
Yeah. Is that the one where you can rob people of their shit, like steal their money and their guns and knives?
I don't know.
Like just jump them from behind and steal all their shit? I don't know. I could be wrong about that. That's one of the things that Tyler Hilinski was playing, like the night before, and then he told these guys, like, I'm going to go home and play some Fortnite. It's interesting.
There's that pitcher who also got hurt. I think Boston, I'm not sure, but he got hurt.
Addicted to Fortnite.
And the reason was addicted to Fortnite.
Yeah, carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You deserve it if you're playing that much. Boy, oh boy, did you see that story over the weekend or Monday? I guess it broke. The kid, the 15-year-old, murdered in the Bronx.
Yeah.
At that store. Dude,
damn, man, they stabbed me in the neck.
Did you see that video?
Yeah.
Oh, that's brutal.
I think the gang members admit that he was wrongly identified, right?
Yep.
Like, oh yeah, we thought you were some dude banging, Jaime's sister on a video.
Yeah, in the background of a rap video.
But it's like, oh no, that wasn't you.
Yeah. Imagine being the other 15-year-old who was banging. I think the girl is 15 and family are part of this whatever the gang is, Trinitarios. And dude, it's just so vicious seeing people storm into a fucking store and just drag this kid out by the sweatshirt, and then just all of them, some dude with a machete. Takes a machete to the neck, and the kid goes back into the store. They've got video in the store now that they've released, and the kid falls down on the counter, and they're like, "Get out of here!" They throw him out of there, and there's a hospital a block away, and he's trying to run to the hospital before he collapses on the ground and dies right there on the pavement. Just awful.
God, the wherewithal to know there's a hospital a block away.
Oh, I know, especially in shock like that.
I think you'd be so disoriented.
Oh, yes. Thousands of people attended his wake. I mean, the town really turned out for him. And his name is Lesandro Jr. Guzman-Feliz. And his mother, Leandra, wore a T-shirt with her son's face on it, painted on it. And I was like, dude, gonetosoon.com.
We could have provided that.
When I was reading
Airbrushed?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we will be your official one-stop shop for tragedy.
Tragedy and protest.
Yeah, no ghost spikes though. Absolutely no ghost spikes. So yeah, they his father held a sign.
Have we talked about the ghost spikes? I mean, why not the ghost spikes?
I think
Mike
it's a waste
just
of a
hates
good
them.
bike.
So then
I just declared no ghost spikes, and I'm not. I want to be sure.
Well, you said fine at the time.
I did, but now I'm thinking like, why? Why not? Why not a ghost spike? Just dip the thing in white paint and
it's
go.
the easiest thing that you could do to make
friggin'
money. That's the thing. Whether you care about the idea of it or not, it would make you money.
Yeah.
Listen, guys. I think it takes up way too much space. The bikes.
But wait a minute, what do you care about that?
And they're expensive.
No, you go to the
they
fucking
aren't,
junkyard or something and just get one and paint it.
All you need it, dude. It doesn't even need to ride, man. That's the whole thing. You just dip it in white paint and lock it to a friggin' sign.
Yeah.
Never has to move. Never should move. It's a ghost bike.
Yeah, that's true. Do they take those down, by the way?
I've seen one in Lake Orion where living is vacation.
Recently?
Man, I want to say it was there for years. That maybe it's been removed.
Wow. I saw one recently too, and I can't remember where I was that I saw it, but I was like, oh, spikes. I don't like them. But whatever. We can take a vote.
I think it's the easiest thing we could do. I think you put ghost bikes back on the table because it literally is, hey, E, go friggin' paint that bike white and go deliver it to Baldwin and
Okay.
whatever.
All right, you're changing my mind here. All right, I'm on board with ghost bikes. His father held a sign that read, "Save our streets," #Justice for Junior, #Stop the violence.
Here's the problem, dude. Honestly, I don't think people don't really care. I mean, they do in a moment. They have 1,000 people show up at this funeral. No one really cares. Like, then do something about your gang violence in your streets. I mean, I don't understand. That's not something even the police can fucking do, though. It has to be a decision by a community to not give power to these people. I don't know how. I understand that I don't know how to do that either. But people just show up with 1,000 people, say let's stop, and then a week later, dude, it's gonna be.
Look at E wanting justice in this situation.
He does. Yeah, I know. I was kind of disturbed when it was like, they had an idea who was behind this. The video's there, and so they're like, oh yeah, this is a known gang house. It's like, okay, if there's a known gang house hangout, why the fuck is it allowed to stay in operation? Like, what are we doing?
Lack of resources.
Gang violence is illegal, isn't it? I mean, it is still illegal to be in a gang.
But that's the thing. It can't be the fucking police. I just can't. People that think the police are gonna solve this, it's like I know I don't understand what it's like to be
Single-parent households.
Yep, that's right.
In these communities.
Not enough fathers in the mix.
Right. Yeah. Well,
I was a little disturbed by this. Like, there's all these people there. I feel like we are missing this opportunity. I mean, they got candles. They've got all types of shit.
This is
Tons of
prime for
people.
Gone Too Soon. No question about it. We need to get this thing up and running.
And it just breaks my heart.
Because it's not every day a kid gets hacked in the neck, man.
They hacked me in the neck with a machete. Yeah, it's terrible. But the parents have enough on their mind in that moment. I don't want him worried. I don't want his dad worrying about the
Making
signs.
signs.
Dude, save our streets. Justice for Junior. Like, there's no pizzazz. There's no flesh. I worked one up. Tell me what you think.
What do you got?
Justice, please, for Guzman-Feliz. You know what I mean? Like,
You have to say hyphen.
yeah. I don't know if we do hyphen or we write hyphen. I don't know yet. But justice, please, for Guzman-Feliz. Put that on a sign. You know what I mean?
I'm
It's getting the
shocked that
message.
you brought that to the table
Why?
because it's too long.
For a sign? How is that any?
I think the name
worse?
doesn't have to
Stop
be-
the violence. I mean,
The name doesn't have to be in it if it's like that. I think you got to go generic about gang violence.
Yeah,
or
he was just
something.
trying to rhyme
I know.
please and fleas.
I know.
yeah. No, dude. Justice, please, for Guzman-Feliz. Like, it fit,
It
dude.
is very long.
It's,
A lot of syllables.
what would you do, E?
I don't
You
have
got a better
one,
one?
but-
Go, Feliz. Rhyme something
See,
with
I don't think
Feliz.
that's the thing, though. I think your thought is that it always has to have this name, and I don't think that it does.
Hang them from the trees for killing Guzman-Feliz. Would that work?
That's better.
hyphen. The
I like
hyphen.
that better because at least there's a
You
solution.
got to admit the hyphen's kind of catchy.
Yeah, it is.
Guzman-Feliz. E, you
I
want
like
to come up
that
with one
better,
now?
but I don't know.
That one's even longer than the first one.
yeah,
I
but at
did.
least it has a solution. Your other one, justice, whatever that means.
Justice, please.
Yeah, I'd rather at least that has like literally hang the people that did this in mind. So
Yeah. Anyway, it's too bad too because his dad has said that his dream was to become a police officer, and there's pictures of him wearing like a cop jacket with a patch on it. And so, just awful. They grabbed the wrong kid. Just
Yeah,
imagine
it'd be one
you're
thing
that
if he'd
kid.
actually bang the chick, you know? Then
Yeah.
it'd be like, well, you know,
Hey, he raped her.
hyphen fleas.
Yeah, he banged a 15-year-old girl and whatever. But dude, I just
I'd like to
can't-
see that rat video,
kid,
by the
though-
way.
I know,
I
right?
bet it's fucking awesome.
I bet it's not. But dude, you're just like going into the store. Next
Yeah.
thing you know, you're jumped by 5 guys and dragged out of there, and then macheted in the neck.
Hey, you have an annual physical to make sure you're healthy. What do you do each year to make sure that you remain financially fit? Our friend Mark Leibovitz at LPL Financial specializes in thoughtful and objective investment guidance designed to keep your finances in shape. So call him today, 248-626-2000. Ask for Mark.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
And I should note, out-of-state listeners should think about Mark as well. You don't have to be, physically here and have to
Yeah.
go meet with him. You can do everything remotely.
He doesn't
and
discriminate.
or he can
Yeah.
fly out and meet you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he'd love to do that.
He would.
If you've got a big enough wallet, sure.
248-626-2000.
There you go. We all watched the Making a Murderer Netflix
Yeah,
deal.
poor Brendan Dassey.
Yep. Sorry about that, pal.
The buck stopped with the Supreme Court.
Yeah. You're going to record WrestleMania for me on the VHS? He admits to fucking rape and murder, and then he's like, can I go now? I'm going to be late for 6th period. They're like, yeah, no, you will not be going to 6th period or anywhere ever again, sir. So yeah, the Supreme Court. Are you surprised at this?
I don't really remember the specific issues, so
Supreme Court ruled that they're not going to hear his case.
Yeah.
That the lower court ruling is fine, and I mean he's spending life in jail. You know, he was 16 at the time, I think, and you know, he told them. And
yeah, what was it? There was a federal judge that did grant him a retrial, and
Yeah.
then it got quickly overturned.
yeah, I
the
get.
Court
You
of
know,
Appeals.
the Seventh Circuit came in out of Chicago, and I don't know how that works, dude. Where they can just come in and be like, nope, you can't do that. And
Well, the other side appealed it.
yeah, but why did it's in different courts in different states and stuff? It
Well,
just
yeah,
seems
there's
odd,
a
like-
trial court in the state, and then there's circuit courts that handle several states, and then the Supreme Court handles all the states.
I did not know this either. There were 400,000 petitions, you know, or 400,000 people signed a petition sent to Obama to pardon him, to grant, you know, and
Surprised it wasn't more, to be honest.
Yeah,
that
no
show
kidding.
was so huge, and that was so outrageous to watch that kid
yes,
get railroaded like he did.
that would not have been
Not
possible.
saying he didn't do it,
Yeah,
but that was pretty troubling to
Yeah.
watch, man.
Obama did not have the authority to pardon him. I thought they could pardon anybody they wanted, but they said because the conviction was in state
Oh,
court
right,
beyond
right.
the reach of
Yeah.
his clemency power.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Yeah, when we watched it, it looked like the cops were leading him in the questioning. That's the way the documentary portrayed it. Remember that?
Yeah.
And it was like there was no physical evidence, and he's just too stupid. A kid, he's just a simpleton. I'm sorry, and semi-retarded almost, not understanding at all the level and gravity of what was going on, and so yeah, people were outraged when they saw the video of this kid. But you know, we learned later on. I mean, we talked to the prosecutor. You and I did. We interviewed him, read his book, and it was like, dude, there was so much shit misleading in that fucking documentary. And you and I were living. We were like, dude, if you're doing a fucking documentary, you can't take this answer from this question and well, let's move that one over here to when he asked this question.
Yeah, they took some liberties.
Yeah. So, you know, that's probably what goes into this decision. I'm guessing is like, yeah, the public thinks. You know, they watched that, and he's obviously been railroaded.
Yeah,
but
more to it.
yeah, there's definitely more to it, but I don't know. So yeah, I don't know what happens to him. I guess he just stays there forever. The Supreme Court's ruled on that, right? So is that done?
He's done. He's exhausted it.
Life, dude. 16 years old. I bet he didn't fucking rape that. Maybe he raped. I don't think he killed her though. I mean, I just
Yeah,
don't think those two could fucking hide
Honestly,
evidence
I
like
don't
that.
remember the
Yeah.
specifics of it. Jesus, did you ever see the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia playoff Making a Murderer?
Oh,
where,
yeah.
Where Dennis was
It's fucking awesome.
dude.
I mean, it's psycho. It's like psycho or psychotic at maybe
Yes.
nature at its most.
Dennis is the best.
What did they do?
They cut to the cop. It's
But you'd just have to watch it almost. But
yeah, they play into the whole notion of, you know, all of a sudden Charlie the simpleton is being questioned about this.
Yeah.
They just make it align with Making a Murderer
Yeah.
quite a bit. But Dennis is the psycho kind of character.
Is
Yeah.
he's the I'm trying to remember which character Dennis is.
He's the brother of Dee.
he's the one who's.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, he
okay.
is just an absolute
Brilliant.
psychotic, but it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean,
Very likely psychotic.
Yeah.
That's the way it's-
sociopath is actually the word I was probably looking for.
Right, that's it.
Yeah.
But they cut away to the detective, and he's like, never seen anything like it. I mean, he stared forward without blinking for 3 hours. And then they cut back to Dennis, and he's just sitting there.
Dude, that's awesome. What is it in the latest season, or is it like seasons ago?
It's on Netflix. You'll be able to watch it. It's
Yeah.
in one of the probably last few seasons.
I'll check it out. So we got a record breaker here in Michigan. Clarise Kramer.
Clarice.
Hello, Clarice. Gadaret Grzenkowicz.
Is there a hyphen in there or what? I'm confused.
No, she married one dude who died in like 71, kept his name, married a new dude who died in 04 and kept his name. When you get married, don't you ditch one of the names? I mean, I don't know how that technically works, but anyways, she was a teenager living on her family's small farm when she met Henry Cadaret, whose family owned this small tavern down the road, right? This is near Alpena, which is, where is that, up north somewhere?
Yeah, it's up on the east coast there on Lake Huron.
So she marries this dude when she's 20, and she then began what would become a lifelong, career of serving drinks at this fucking bar, the Maplewood Tavern. Almost 8 decades later, she's still there. I fell in love with this place and never left.
8 decades later.
She's 99. 99 years old, still slinging drinks in there. I never got past the 8th grade. We were too far out from Alpena. There was no school bus. So she couldn't go to school. I didn't know what to do, so I stayed. In 2011, she was honored by the Guinness World Records as being the world's longest-serving bartender.
My God, 80 years in one place.
Dude. She was 92 when that was bestowed upon her, and then in her 71st year, then she was in her 71st year of bartending. She's still serving beers 78 years now. She'll be 100 next June. She's like, goes fast. So the tavern sits in Michigan.
Does it? 80 years at the same bar? That really goes fast?
It's kind of a kick-ass looking bar, though, dude. They have like
Really?
200 guitars hanging from the ceiling over the dance floor.
Look at her.
Look at that, poops. Yep.
She used to be a human.
Yep. Yep.
Doesn't she look like the old lady who's characterized on the Hallmark cards, the shoebox greeting?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do. I
The
do
big
know what
glasses.
you're talking about.
Glasses.
Yeah, big glasses. Dude, that's hilarious. Look at that, poops.
Ah,
Look at that, poops. I'm 99.
yeah, I'd sue Hallmark if I were her.
Yeah, she's got a case for sure.
They used her likeness.
Yeah, yeah,
Do they have box wine sitting on the bar?
sure. Yeah, why not? Someone comes in, I'll have a box wine, please. Franzi, a box wine.
Have a white wine, please. Well, let me just walk over to the box.
Dude, there's Slim Jims in the back.
Yeah, there are.
You know?
Doritos.
Yeah. Oh, look at that poop. She doesn't actually look 99 there. I don't know when that was taken, but so anyways, so it's just in Michigan farm country. It's got an old satellite dish, a gravel parking lot, beer signs in the windows, and then, like I said, these guitars, like 127 guitars and one banjo hanging over the dance floor. See if you can find pictures of that.
The
Because I
single
saw,
banjo.
yeah, one single banjo. I don't know.
Why the banjo?
I don't know. We should call her tomorrow maybe and ask her because I need to know. But her son Hank, he's 70, so he's barely a human anymore too. And daughter Carol, who's 76, both work in the tavern, both playing jam sessions on Friday and Saturday. I mean,
Those two shouldn't even be there.
I know.
70 and 76. Go retire. Sit on
what
an
are
island.
you doing? What are you guys doing?
Let alone their mom.
I know. Could you imagine working with your mom your whole life? Ugh.
No.
No. Music begins at 6. Dancers take the floor within a couple tunes. The dance floor is just, I mean, rocking.
Crazy
It is-
Alpena.
But
A lot of snowmobilers, I reckon,
yeah,
in
probably.
those parts.
Probably.
Jesus, you ever do Alpena?
No, I guess I haven't. I do more west side of the state stuff.
Yeah.
But they said dancing is hand to hand still, just like grandpa and great grandparents used to do. So they don't want you coming in there twerking and grinding on each other in this bar. So it's just hand to hand. The son says, "Tavern only plays country music. We don't allow no riffraffs or drunks."
Sure.
How do you have
No
a bar
drunks.
and no drunks?
Yeah, you're not doing it right.
Yeah, like that sounds like a failing bar.
Yeah, you're
the
not
point.
serving them properly.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a picture. Show that to Jay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I mean, it's like real guitars. I thought
Yeah,
when I
hanging
first
there.
read it, I was like,
Wait a second. That's a fucking music store, man.
that does look like a music store. Hold on.
It's not a damn tavern, Jesus.
It says
No, that's the picture that's in the article. Is
Well,
that
that's stupid as shit. It's too brightly lighted. Number one, that's a goddamn music store. There's no way that's a tavern.
there's keyboards?
Yeah. There's
Now-
amps and shit.
They said, well, they do have these massive jam sessions, dude. Maybe that's just house equipment.
I don't believe it, man.
There are some nice fucking guitars there. I can't tell what brands, but dude, you just
Well, how
hanging
do you
it from
know
the
then?
ceiling, huh?
How do you know then? I mean, it just
Well, I can just tell by some of the bodies of some of these guitars. They're not cheap. I mean, look at
they
this.
have price tags on. This is a goddamn store.
Where do you see a
Jesus.
price tag? You don't see a price
I
tag.
see price tags hanging from the guitars, hanging from the ceiling. The white tags. This is bullshit.
Maybe it just says like, oh, this is a '68 Ibanez under it.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like, where would you collect all these? Are
Although
these-
that pumpkin hanging there does say something draft.
yeah, Miller Draft or something.
What the hell is going on in Alpena?
I don't know.
There's a guy in a bike
Here's-
garb. He's
this
in
is
a race. He's got a bib on his back. What is going on in this picture?
I'll explain him to you. I can explain. There's a crew of these people that bike there, and they go to this bar traditionally.
It's too brightly lit. I'd never go in there. There's no wonder they don't have riffraff or drunks.
Well, they said they don't have air conditioning in there,
Ugh,
and so there's a fan. They said there's fans all over to blow the air around.
this
So, dude,
place sucks.
you
Wait,
don't-
what is this?
are these dildos?
No, I doubt.
Is that two dildos hanging
It's a
there?
candy cane, man.
A flesh-colored candy cane?
Oh no, it's on a friggin' Christmas tree.
Why is a Christmas tree up? It's clearly the middle. This is disturbing.
Is absurd.
Call
This
her.
establishment
Should we
is
dial this broad up
absurd.
really quick? See if we can get a hold of her.
Yes,
I
yes.
think we might need to. Here, that top number there should be.
It honestly looks like something in a strip mall.
Yeah.
You know, it has a drop ceiling and stuff. This is bullshit. I expected like a really dark,
Yeah, like shithole old barn. Yeah.
jukebox in the corner and
Hell yeah.
a couple pool tables.
Yeah. Be nice to her. She's 99.
She's not 100. Got her, Isis?
Oh, I don't. Can you hear it ringing? Sometimes this phone is weird. Sometimes it just
It
picks
says
up.
it's calling, but
Right.
Get ready. Could be any moment. What's her name again?
Clarise.
Clarice. Hello, Clarice. Doesn't seem to be working. No answer?
It says it's calling.
Okay.
No, this phone has done this before, where it'll be ringing,
Yeah.
it
Now
not
it
ringing,
hung
and
up.
all of a sudden it just picks up. It ended, so I don't know if
Yeah.
you want to try.
Want to try from your phone, Jay? Maybe?
I don't know why we have this fucking phone line. Can we cancel that today?
No.
No?
No, I don't think
why,
that.
why not?
I don't know why
Never
that's.
works.
That had nothing to do with the phone line. They could have hung up on something. It looked like it got hung up on.
Top one.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, sorry. I'm used to the hold music. Yeah, so anyway, oh, you got the story there. Yeah, I don't know that I'd want to be hanging. I'll never fully understand these people. We ran into that with what's her name in
But
Buffalo.
some of those people died.
Welcome to
They-
Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
What?
But if she stops working, they die a lot of times. They need something to keep them.
I'm
That's what
okay with
happened
that.
to Philomena, right?
Yeah,
Well, you're okay, but they're not.
I'm okay with that. They had a good
But
run.
Philomena did not stop working, right?
No,
we,
no, no.
we were telling her to stop working.
Oh, we were demanding it. Yeah.
So this is the second number. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
This was a.
Hi, is Clarice there?
Clarice.
No, she's at my sister Carol's.
Oh, you don't have. Shoot. Boy, I guess we'll try her over at Carol's house. then.
Who are we talking to?
Yeah.
Who's this?
This is Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Oh, hey Gary. How are you related to Clarice?
I'm her stepson.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You know, we were just reading the story about Clarice. The fact that she's the oldest bartender in Michigan. That's pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, yeah. She's still giving her.
Yeah. She's a good bartender.
I wish I had some of her blood in me because maybe I'd live a little longer.
Yeah. Yeah. Step though.
So is she actually working though? Because that's my question. Whenever I see these headlines, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe she's 99. She hangs out at the bar every now and then, but is she really working?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
like a mascot. Thinking.
she sits behind the bar and she pours a few beers and cleans the tables when everybody's done and the next day and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. So she's
So, few beers.
Yeah,
Sits behind the bar.
Few beers.
Mixed drinks.
Yeah. No mixed drinks though.
So you got Carol's number?
No, we'll take it though.
We got to be careful.
It's
Hold on, E. Why don't you?
989.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let E take that off the air, please. Just take Jay's. Jay, why don't you get it?
Yeah, go ahead, Gary.
You guys are just gonna let that go over there.
No, I didn't know what. There's nothing I could do about it.
I know,
Can you say that one more time? I'm sorry. Okay.
We're in Jay's ear.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Gary. Take care, buddy.
Boy, that is life up north, right? You got a number? Here you go.
Didn't even ask who the fuck we were.
No, I was like, I was about to stop and go. By the way, this is Mike and Jay from the Detroit cast, but I was like, he doesn't seem to give a shit. So she's over at Carol's house.
That is up north. You're right, though. That's small town at its best.
Got a number? We'll call her up. I think Clarice wears hearing aids.
Sweet.
Yeah. So it'll be fun. She'll probably be able to hear, you're not 100. Because that's screaming through the speaker, you know?
Come on, Carol.
Hold your britches. I'm coming.
Here's more. Here's another. Looks like.
This is Carol at 595.
Yeah. No. Maybe we'll try
this
later.
is a weird place, man.
Yeah,
Got keyboards everywhere. I don't like it. I don't like what I'm seeing.
Yeah. Look, I was going to leave them alone, but that last picture where you declared it a music store, there's just too many questions that need to be asked. You know what I mean? I mean,
what are the chances Clarise can answer any of them? You know?
Probably not very likely, but
No, not a music store. It's a bar.
It's a bar. No.
I serve beers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's the people dancing.
Does it look like a bar and a dance hall? See?
Man, this is weird.
Yeah.
This whole place. I wonder if we have any listeners who have been by this place. What's it called again?
The
Something Inn.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maplewood Tavern.
Maplewood Tavern, yeah. Yep. Anyway, you can find the pictures, or if you watch this on YouTube, you can see them and see what we're discussing. But maybe we'll try her tomorrow, see if we can catch her over at Carol's house. You know what I mean?
You're not a hot She's close. But
Rub
not.
that in. She's got to make it till next June. Next June, dude. I mean, it's June now. She just turned 99. Yeah. Did you hear about that fucking ambush in Southern California? The firefighters.
Yes.
Dude.
Come
Is that
on,
the
man.
weirdest story? 77-year-old man lights his place on fire, waits for the first responders to get there, and takes out a fire captain, kills him. Father of two, married father of two. Dave Rosa is his name. They're still trying. Thomas Kim is the guy that just opened fire on him on Monday. They're still trying to determine a motive. It's a large puzzle we're trying to put together. There's still a lot of information we don't know. And so, yeah, this is like an old folks' home.
Yeah.
Dude, what is going on in the world?
Don't tell me they let them climb onto the roof and stole their ladder, trapped them up there.
No, I don't think that happened.
Wasn't as deviant as that.
No, well, it's a different time. Pre 9/11. You know what I mean? You could fuck around a little bit more, but now, no. Yeah, so it's just sad. These guys, you know, this is the environment we work in today as law enforcement and firefighters. You go to these scenes and you never know what's on the other side of those doors. These brave firefighters went through those doors, and unfortunately, they were met with gunfire.
What the fuck?
Dude. Yeah, crazy.
Hey,
Crazy
Steve
story.
Gabara from Zott Ford has no witty comments or wisecracks about Jerry and Isa's sharing an intimate weekend together, but he has some crazy good deals. Zott Ford's summer sign and drive event continues. Lease a new 18 Ford F-150 Super Cab 4x4 as low as $202 a month with zero cash due, or lease a new 18 Ford Escape as low as $155 a month with zero cash due. Peep their passionate deals and their massive inventory at dealsinthed.com.
Hey, let's take a quick time out, Jay, and then some interesting news on Rand Paul and the Boucher family.
Is he recovering from getting stuck by Bobby Boucher?
Yeah, Bobby Boucher's kid, Rene Boucher, I believe is his name, the good doctor. So we'll give you an update on that. And you want to see some lady go off on an airline?
I saw that. This is
Yeah.
actually pretty sad.
I was going to say the same
Yeah.
thing, dude.
It's not like even...
Yeah.
It's just, you can tell she's off her meds or,
Yeah.
you know, something happened.
We'll play it for you.
Kind of want to give her a hug.
Yeah, dude, that's funny you say that because I was watching too going, this is just uncomfortable. And, yeah. So we'll do that and more next.
The Detroit Cast continues after this short break. continues now, bitches. Here are Mike and Jay.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Oh man, God, the news is just disturbing every day. Some of the people in this world. Did you see that story about a guy in Brooklyn that cut off his wife's arm?
Sure.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
With a steak knife?
Yeah. Serrated edge. Yeah.
Young Lou. Mr. Lou. Mr. Lou.
Cut it out.
Yeah, that's not what she wants to hear. Niagara Falls police found him. He's been captured.
Last time you were at the falls, man. I got to get to the falls. I got to get my
You
kids
do have
to the
go
falls.
see. You really do. Honestly,
Yeah.
they're awesome.
They're going away so fast, too. That thing erodes like a ton.
Seriously?
Yeah. Like a foot a year or something, just from the water rushing
We're losing
over.
the falls?
I don't know that we're going to lose them, but they're moving quite a bit. You see how much erosion happens at the
So I shouldn't wait
falls.
more than 100 years, you're saying?
Yeah.
over the
probably a
falls.
couple
In
hundred
your
years.
lifetime,
Yeah.
you should be fine.
Yeah. The last
markedly
time I was
different.
there, I was probably 12-ish.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it, but
Uh-huh.
that's about it. Yeah. What was the last time you were there?
Probably the same, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the whole thing behind the, you walk behind with the raincoats on.
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything.
Sure.
I didn't do the mist, the Maiden of the Mist,
Yep.
but we did go behind them.
I believe we did do that.
Mm.
I want to say. I think my grandma and grandpa were here, and I think we did that. Pretty sure. But that's not even that far. It's only a few hours drive.
I think you're right, Mike.
Yeah. Did you go through Canada? Well, obviously you go through Wisconsin, up across
The UP.
the UP, and
Sure,
and then
sure.
get into Canada that way.
That's how I'd do it.
Yeah, that's how I do it too.
In the last 12,000 years, it's moved about 7 miles, but they will probably not disappear until just under 23,000 years.
Okay.
So you,
So, Mike, you were right.
But, yeah.
They are disappearing, but
But look, you're going to be down to a faucet running in 22,000 years. So you want to get it, if you want to see its full power, now's the day. I mean, every day you wait, it's losing power.
God, Niagara is close to Buffalo.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah. Why do I think that's like 4 hours drive? It's more than that, right? What is that, a
No,
7?
you might be right, man. You might
think?
be right.
Yeah.
Just south of Tirana.
yeah, Toronto's about 4 hours, so probably about
Across
close
Lake
there.
Ontario from Tirana.
Young Lou, though, by the way, his wife was pregnant at the time, too. And so he was captured after a 2-day manhunt. He's been charged with first-degree assault, using a steak knife to cut wife Li Yang's right arm, allegedly cut off 2 fingers on her left hand, too. Think about that, dude. Hold steer. Hold steer.
Diabolical, man. What is in your head?
I want to know what the fight is about that leads, because you've been married. I mean, like Mr. Lou, he's a married man. You're married, Jay. I mean, what kind of epic throwdown, screaming match has to be going on before you go, fuck it, where's the steak knife? This bitch's arm is coming off.
I wonder if she pimp slapped him or something.
Ooh, you think she's got a strong goon hand?
And she's like, oh, guess what? Take
The
care
only-
of your hand.
The only thing I could think of is if they're screaming at each other, he's like, fuck you, bitch. And she's like, yeah, motherfucker, guess what? I use this arm to jerk off all your buddies. And he's like, oh, really?
Right. Something offensive happened with that arm.
Yeah, it had to have been. I don't know what the 2 fingers on the left hand did to get involved with this clear issue he had with the right arm. They were, I guess, able to reattach it. And so he takes off. He cuts the arm off, and then he leaves, goes to Walmart, buys a life jacket. And that's where Niagara comes in. He's trying to swim to Canada.
That's a life jacket at Walmart.
They got video. Mr. Lou walking in there and buying himself a life jacket. She's just at home waiting for their 7-year-old son to get home from school when this attack happened. And, neighbors heard what was going on, called 911. Just, Mr. Lou, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it.
God, to saw through. Ugh.
Yeah. I hope that was a really sharply serrated edge. Because you could buy one of those cheap steak knives.
And we've all carved a turkey. We've all gone through joints and so forth. And
How do you get through?
Yeah.
Ugh.
There's got to be some twisting and manipulation, right?
Yeah. It's got to be. I wouldn't think you get through bone and stuff like that,
Dude, speaking of diabolical shit, you see this dude who was identified by DNA on a napkin, a used napkin, got Gary Hartman, 66, arrested.
Oh,
This is
boy.
a dude who allegedly raped and killed a 12-year-old back in 1986.
Oh, good.
Case
Nice
went
guy.
cold.
Nice guy.
This is what's happening more and more. This is, I
Dude.
believe, what happened with the Golden State murderers,
Yeah.
where family members are plugging their DNA into like these
Databases, federal
Yeah.
databases.
Dude, people are telling people, do not fucking do that.
Yeah,
because if
for
you
hereditary things, you know,
Right,
these
right.
services like, oh, what am I, Scottish, whatever, and they do this, and then the cops grab them and they throw them into their database, and they're
Right.
like, oh, somebody,
Oh,
it's
well.
not a match, but it looks like a family member. Then they start investigating family members.
If you are at all concerned about the government or people knowing your DNA, do not go to these
Yeah.
on-mail things. They're just sending your DNA
Yeah,
out
yeah.
and having it come back.
That is insane that people are doing that. The more I think about it, it's like, man, I don't want to send my DNA. I kind of wanted to at one point, but then I was like, who cares?
This is the second case, though, I've seen in the last few months where that's happened, where
Wow. This like people that got away with murder or horrific crimes 50 years ago, where it's just like, you just skip town, you're gone.
well, and they didn't have any
become a
DNA
nobody
on
in the
file.
next-
They'd
right.
done nothing else,
Yeah.
so he's not in the database. He's thinking he's golden, and then this technology comes about where it's easy for a consumer to
Yeah.
send their shit to 23andMe or whatever the fuck it is,
Yeah.
to find out their background, and boom, all of a sudden you're
Yeah.
caught.
They
Crazy.
send you a tube, you cum in it or spit on it, and mail it back, and then it's like, you know, poor Jerry's living in North Dakota, thinks he got away with
Poor
murder
Jerry.
50 years ago, murder and rape, and it's like, dude, he's scot-free, and all of a sudden there's a knock on the door, and it's like, Aunt Sylvia, what the fuck were you
Yeah.
thinking?
Can you imagine that knock on the door?
Oh,
This
dude,
many years
50
later,
years goes by.
you're 60, and you see the police, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Well, they can't be here for that thing, that little,
Yeah.
scuffle
Couldn't
I
be,
got
couldn't
into
be.
with that 12-year-old. Nah.
Couldn't be.
This is some sort of misunderstanding. I'll clear this right up. Next thing you're dragged off to prison for the rest of your life. Oh,
Hey, now's the time to contact Realtor Doug Steinert. It's summer. It's time to list your current home or go looking for your dream home. Curbside appeal is at its peak, and real estate is moving. Contact Douglas today, 248-765-1781. He and the team at Century 21 Campbell will work to get you the absolute best deal on the sale and or purchase of your home. Doug's the man. He's easy to work with and a great friend of the show. Call Douglas today, 248-765-1781.
and thanks to everybody that has called Douglas already.
Yeah,
That is
everybody loves Douglas.
yeah, he's a good boy. Douglas is a good boy. But that's a big decision to make, to go with a realtor. You know, those are huge decisions. And so thank you to all the people that have used him, and
Yep.
hopefully a lot more of you will. Mentioned Rand Paul just before the break. I think I'd rather have no hair than Rand Paul's hair. You know what I mean? I just do.
Pull him up, man. Remind me.
He's got that blonde curly thing,
Yeah.
you know, on top.
A little bit of a rain-soaked possum look.
Yeah,
A little bit.
great. Yep. He is his neighbor. You know, tackled him. I mean, just.
Just stuck him.
I mean,
Well, he's mowing his lawn.
yeah,
He got
mowing his
stuck.
lawn. I mean,
Yeah, there's a little bit of Illich in him, isn't there?
yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of Illich in him.
Here's a better one.
Yeah, it's just that. It kind of. Yeah. What is that? You gotta. You,
Is it
Makes Trump
is
look-
is it always wet a little bit? You know,
I don't know. Is that maybe he's got a gel that he really likes?
Yeah.
You know, and it kind of gives him that fresh out of the shower, wet look. Yeah, it's not appealing, but
Dude, I
Look at
gotta
that
say,
group-
like,
look
I
at that group of dudes.
Yeah.
I love it. Look at Trump, full toad face.
yep.
Love it.
What were
And
you
then
gonna
that's
pitch, buddy?
Steve Munchin or whatever.
Yeah,
behind him.
Yep.
His wife is psycho, by the way. Have you ever seen his wife's Instagram?
No.
His wife is like, she's been ridiculed like crazy by anti-Trumpers.
Yeah.
Because she appears to be this total out of touch, just rich bitch, you know?
Oh,
Traveling
yeah.
around on
Private jet and $3,000 bag and bragging about it. That is she that one?
Yes.
What are you? You know, if your husband is like in public eye politics,
Now,
what the fuck
in
are
her
you
defense,
doing?
he was the head of whatever hedge fund or whatever it was. So they're billionaires, and he
Oh.
gave that up to go become Treasury Secretary.
Yeah, but it just looks douchey.
Oh, I know, it's gauche.
classless. You know. Oh, look what I have that you don't, that you can't afford. So anyway, as we were saying, Rand got just, I mean, creamed. You know, the Boucher gentleman, Rene Boucher, next door. He's a doctor, and this is all over yard clippings. You know, he wants to sell his house, and there's a shared property line, and Rand was dumping his clippings there and his twigs, and Boucher, I mean, pushed that screen open, and you remember the distance, good 100 yards. You know, if you look at
There's
the
a
map
cooling
there.
off period there that should have kicked in.
No, not at all. Full sprint, and you know, Rand is paying no. He probably got his headphones on or his noise cancelers because the lawnmower's loud, and just plants a shoulder in this guy's fucking ribs, busts a bunch of ribs, and so now Rand is suffering or suing him because of the physical pain he suffered and mental suffering. Boucher tackled him to the ground while he was mowing the lawn, causing him to fracture multiple ribs. He's also dealt with recurrent pneumonia now as a result of the rib breakage. Yeah. And so, he says the lawsuit calls Boucher's actions unnecessarily cruel, malicious, willful, wanton, and total disregard for Senator Paul's rights, life, and liberties. It's a great sentence, isn't it? Willful, wanton. Oh, those are just awesome words.
Boilerplate.
Yeah.
It's in every complaint.
Really?
Yeah.
See, you're used to this. This is new to me, and I get all off to fucking wanton. You know, it just seems like such an
Willful and wanton.
old terms. You know, like that you would 150 years ago in courts they would use. You know, unnecessarily cruel, malicious, wanton.
It's literally been copied and pasted for 150 years.
Yeah. Senator Paul has been deprived of his enjoyment of life and left with an increased likelihood of injury and disease. Dude, we've all been stuck, dude. We've all gotten creamed by... Yeah, there's an increased likelihood of injury and disease now because of this, because of Bobby Boucher's son's actions. So his attorney is like... Boucher's attorney is like, yeah. To the best of my knowledge, Paul he didn't suffer any loss of any income. I mean, what's he bitching about? And he doesn't have to pay for medical expenses, so, you know, I don't know what that matters. You know, he's like, yeah, he even went on Fox News and said he wasn't even taking prescription pain meds. So, you know, how bad was he really hurt? You know, I mean, yeah. Oh, I just love that story. The visual of that guy coming screaming out of his fucking Florida room, just kicking that screen door in and full sprint blindsiding a guy is just awesome. Is the video? God damn it!
We can't even blame E either.
I
That's
know.
what sucks about this.
I know.
Normally, it'd be fun to blame E and
I know.
yell at him. And
God, there's two fucking stories that I wanted video on today to show you. But you see this woman broke the record for fattest woman to ever run a marathon.
no,
288 pounds. Look at that poops.
wow, man, she made it through, huh?
Yeah.
Let me
She
see.
quote unquote ran the marathon.
Yeah, what's
she
the
finished
time given?
26.2 in what time?
They don't give a time.
Yeah,
A couple
see, that's
days,
the
I think.
problem.
Couple days. Ragen Chastain.
A lot of
288
people could walk 26 miles. Honestly, running is
Really, 26 miles is a long ways.
But
Dude.
you could
give
do
him
it.
credit
People
for that.
don't realize. I understand that, but there's a difference between walking and running.
A lot of larger people run, walk. Like, Isis and I have been downtown several times for the Detroit Marathon, and yeah, you'd be amazed at different body shapes and shit. Like,
Really?
there's people that are just finishing marathons and then saying they did a marathon.
And you guys take issue with that. You guys
Totally.
don't like this. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
This hero tag we put on everybody. You know, it's like I just wanted to raise awareness that there are runners of all shapes. And it's like, okay, great. Let's glorify being fat again. That's perfect. So I just really wanted to. I was inspired by the idea of being plus size and finishing the marathon.
We need to know her time. What's her name?
Ragen, Ragen Chastain, like Brandy Chastain.
What marathon?
Well, she was in the Seattle Marathon. She finished the Seattle
That's a
Marathon.
good point. There's actual.
So after 20 weeks of training, is that a long time to train for a marathon? Ian?
Reagan
20 weeks?
Chastain
Yeah.
shatters her 12-hour Seattle Marathon time with a new 10-hour finish in Maine.
That's good, right? That's not good.
10 hours.
I'm serious.
Anyone
is
should be
10 hours good or
honestly,
bad?
Hold on, this is from 17, so maybe she shattered her 10-hour finish time. Let me look at
She
the...
wants to do the Ironman challenge. That's what she's working
Good
towards
luck.
now. The Ironman, I'm assuming it's Arizona, but it's Arizon. Arizon? I don't know. It takes place in November. The inspirational runner's fitness journey has been praised by many, but she's gotten some, critics like me glorifying obesity, which everybody seems to want to do now.
Jay said if the one time was 10 hours, let's just say it was 10 hours, I would think
fucking
people don't
walking.
even realize how many people could walk a marathon in 10 hours. If you gave someone from noon to 10 p.m., I think a lot of people could walk 26 miles.
A hell of a lot.
Really?
Yes.
So you guys give no credit for this. You were not impressed.
I'm not saying that. I don't even care if her time's slow, by the way. If she was actually running the whole time, though. See, that's the key to me. I'd want to see video. that if she's that slow, but she's at least picking her.
2.6 miles an hour.
But I'm just saying.
That's
But
not
if she,
cooking. That's not cooking.
But I'm just saying, if she's at least picking her like legitimately in a jogging fashion, but it takes her that long, then it is more impressive to me.
I agree.
But if it's just that she jogged a mile,
because you could do that jog walk bullshit. You know, like we were talking about yesterday when it's like a car wants to turn and it's like I'll at least give them the courtesy of acting like
no, but that's what
motoring.
I know. But I'm saying I'd have to watch her and see that I think at least 80% of that she is in a jogging form. I don't even care how long it is, because then I would.
And
give
again,
more
this
credit.
is from a year ago. I'm not seeing the more recent time, so maybe she shaved off another 2 hours. I don't know.
Yeah.
But she went from
Sounds
12 hours in Seattle to a new 10-hour finish in Maine, and yeah, maybe she's down to 8.
And that still wouldn't impress you very much. What would a good time be? Like, Jay, what did you guys do?
I've never done a full. I've done halves.
I think
Okay, so we'll
anything
just
under
double your
4
we'll just
is-
double your time.
You ought to be able to do like 4. Yeah.
Oh boy, so she got a ways to go. I'm worried about the Ironman thing because you can't fake swimming 2.4 miles.
That's a great point. Biking and swimming,
112-mile bike ride and then a marathon afterwards,
right?
and swimming 2.4 miles.
If she can finish that, I'll give her some props.
Okay, so to the Astronom file with this, we'll pick it up in November.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, oh, you got the video there?
I think it's working now.
It's working. This is what we were talking about going into the break, and
Yeah.
it's funny, you know, like some of these are really funny. Someone blows a gasket because, you know, for whatever dumb reason on an airplane, you know, and they go nuts. We've seen all types of meltdowns and freakouts, but this one hit both of us the same way, where we went, ugh, this seems like there's something mentally maybe off here. So there was a Spirit Airlines flight, and they had to be diverted. It was like a medical emergency on board.
Yeah.
And so after it was announced that the flight going from Houston to Minneapolis would change course to accommodate this emergency, the reaction from one of the passengers was like so.
Get me the off this goddamn
She's just running down the aisle.
Yeah.
You want to be to me? You will see me
And we have an air waitress trying to solve the problem.
I was nervous at this point. Pausey. Pause. A big black guy stands up to like block her path, and I was like, "Oh no, she's that angry and screaming. Are we gonna get the N-word fine here?" You know, that was my concern. Was like, "Oh great, this is gonna turn into a fucking racial thing," you know. But she didn't. She held back on that. She just motherfucked people, and apparently she's been to hell 6 times. Which, you know, I thought once you got to hell, that's
Done.
it. How do you get
Don't
out of
get
hell?
You don't.
It's a jail it's tough to break out of, in my opinion. Go ahead.
I don't care. Put me in a suspect. You know who my
You
brother
know, what do you do with that? You like, pin her down and restrain her?
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, the
Now she's heading toward the cabin.
do you put a leg out and trip her? Leg sweeper?
Well, it's funny. The 2 guys sat down.
And the sky waitress bailed. She was just like, I'm going back here to my seat.
No, sky waitress followed.
I thought she...
She's not there herself.
No, I think she took off and went back the other way. I mean, that might be another sky waitress out
That's
there.
the same sky waitress that followed her up.
Oh, it is? Yeah, now she's done. She's like, all right, fuck this bitch. I'm out of here. I wouldn't think the sky waitress would walk away like that.
No, but what do you do, right? Like, I think you do have to tackle her and restrain her, right?
Yeah, you duct tape her to a seat is what we do. Oh, man.
Yeah, very troubled.
Yeah, she's like, do you know who my brother is? He's a Marine sniper. You want to fuck with a Marine sniper?
Yeesh.
It's like, yeah, boy, yeah. So anyway, she ended up getting escorted off the plane by cops, but yeah, we both kind of felt bad for her though.
Just head back to her seat and buckle back up and
Whimpered and yeah.
continued.
Dude, did you see the 99-year-old guy, pensioner, lost touch with his wife 4 years ago?
No.
99-year-old guy is reunited with his wife this week after losing touch with her for 4 years when he went home to Switzerland for medical treatment and lost her phone number.
His current wife.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Emile Georges Jean Petit hyphen Mathil. 70-year-old. His wife, Krijal, of more than 20 years, had lived together on an island in Thailand. But in 2014, he had to go to Switzerland for some medical treatment. He loses his notebook while he's there, and he's like, oh, shit, I don't have her phone number or her address. And so
No one he could relay a name to or a location?
the only information Emil had was their old address. However, police could not find her after because she'd returned to live with some family nearby. After not hearing from Emil for so long, she thought he was dead.
Oh, my God.
Neither of them used the internet. There was no way for them to contact each other. He was earlier this month. He just Hail Mary contacts police and tourist police in Bangkok, and officers ended up tracking her down, and they got Emil flown out of Switzerland, and yeah. Do you have that video, E, or is it not working again?
That's crazy, man.
Because this little dude is hilarious looking, man.
Now, are they officially on the break at that point? Like, is everything forgiven? Everything Emil did during those 4 years?
Oh, probably. I mean, so you're thinking he probably got some on the side?
Had to have, right?
Yeah.
4 years?
Dude, imagine the absolute deep dicking he's going to give his wife now. I mean, imagine 4 years, no closet. Imagine what you would do. Yeah, he's 99, but he is going to crush that shit. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. Is it one working?
Hey, Hamlin Pubs are inviting you to their 5 Metro Detroit locations. Come enjoy Hamlin Pubs' great food, drinks, and atmosphere. Whether you're watching the game with your buddies, out for a meal with the family, or out for an evening with your girl, it's always a great time at their Rochester, Clarkston, Chesterfield, and 2 Shelby Township locations.
Yeah, he was trying to find the video because he's like, he's trying to walk, you know, he's just a wisp, and security has him under the armpits, and they're kind of walking him onto the boat. He's got to take a boat to get to her, and God, yeah, there he is, Yep.
He's excited, huh?
Yep. Look
Excited
at that
as hell.
poops. He's like, I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna crush that puss later.
That used to be a real human.
Yeah, it sure did. Look at that hat. Hell yeah. I hope they frisked him hard for weapons, too. You never know.
White pants. It's fine. It's after Memorial Day.
That's right. He's clear. Look at what they've got him. He's crossing boards over the water. Look at that poops. It's like, where is she?
Yeah, where is she? Where is she?
She looks pretty fucking hot. I got to be honest with you.
That's her right there? Wait.
Yeah.
How old is she?
I don't know. They've been married 20 years, but she looks like she's 40. Look at that poops.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah.
He's 99 with literally a woman who looks to be in her 50s or 60s.
Yeah. Right?
I'll be damned.
Unless it's just island living. You know, island living's done that for.
Good island living.
Can you imagine, dude? You lose your notebook. Where did I put that damn notebook? 4 years, dude. Lost his wife for 4 years.
And she's just like, he did.
He did.
Yeah, she looks like she could be 40 or 60. I don't know.
Yeah, she's somewhere between 40 and 90, I'd say. Right? Yeah. That's a safe bet. Look at that poops. Look at that hat. Yeah.
What a story.
Dude, this is going on our planet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you just look at her. E, would you? It's not bad.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I don't think there's any way she's even 60 years old. I think she's 50, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Look at her. She's trying to kiss him and stuff. He's like, bitch.
So Emil is a rich motherfucker.
South.
That's what you're telling me.
Sure. He's living on an island in Thailand. Who knows?
Why does he get the flowers?
Yeah, she brought him flowers. A bouquet for him. Dude, this is happening in the same planet we're on right now. Sheesh. Oh, my God. It's just incredible. Incredible. Do we have any emails at all, Jay?
Yeah, we have
to get to.
If you want to write into the show, send us your thoughts to email@detroitcast.com. And before I get to email proper, I had a good question from Russ on Twitter.
Okay.
He was referencing those idiot YouTubers, Mona Lisa Perez.
Yeah.
That dolt Pedro Ruiz.
The third.
And his thing was like, every time you guys talk about that story, it hits me like, how could you not go through a dry run of this? Like,
well,
I understand. Honestly,
I mean,
obviously they're friggin' dolts, but even the doltiest moron, did they have one bullet? Like, would it?
No, he had more than one bullet. Yeah, I mean, you would think he would want her to take some practice shots. Let's see if you can hit the bullseye.
Let's just see what happens if I throw a bullet point blank into this very book that I'm planning on holding in front of me. Or, you know, if I want it to be a pristine book that I hold, something like it. You know, something about the same thickness. See what happens.
Yeah.
It's a good question by Ross.
It is a good question, but it doesn't shock me. I mean, look who we're dealing with. I mean, you heard that guy trying to talk, and it was like, oh, yeah.
These are gold-plated gun. It's not totally gold.
It's
part gold on the
'cause
outside.
real gold would be
Too hot.
soft. Yeah, and dude, at one point he's talking to her, and he's like, "I'll turn the camera to you." He's like whispering, like the mic's not gonna pick him up.
Yeah.
And she's
What do I say to introduce the video?
and so he says, "I want to shout out to my girl," and he points the camera at her, and she's like, "Hi, everybody," and he's like, "Your lips are chapped. Your lips are chapped." He's whispering. I'm like, dude, we can all hear this. It's like, put some chapstick on it. We film again.
Did he really say
Yes,
that? I
dude.
missed that part.
It's fucking hilarious.
What
It's like
an asshole.
an 11-minute video. We couldn't watch 11 minutes on our show, but could I watch it? And I was just like,
asshole.
oh my god, he's returned. Honey, your lips are very, very chapped. You need some lip chapstick.
Classic case of Darwinism. What happened to my man?
Yeah.
Although he did procreate before he left. She was pregnant and they had a 3-year-old, right?
2-year-old, I believe.
Okay, so they've got 2 of these spawn of Pedro.
Yep.
Fuck.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, at least they're not being raised by Pedro.
Baby.
Baby.
Oh my God, baby.
Look at him paddle. Oh my God, babe. Get film of me as I put my one
I've gone
person-
kayaking 100 times in my life, at least. I could just
Baby.
film.
Nobody celebrated you like that?
Right.
I'm going to go down there about 50 yards and then turn around and come back. It's crazy. Honey, make sure you're
That
filming.
was another thing. She kept saying, he's crazy.
It's crazy.
My God, he's so crazy. Baby, you're so crazy.
When he's going, who is Pedro? I am Pedro. And what does Pedro do? Pedro is crazy. He got caught up in what he was.
He's loco.
So who is Pedro? I is Pedro.
Yes.
Oh, but I did feel bad. It's like, dude, he's minutes from death.
Yeah.
And at one
that
point,
was Tim's take, too. Tim's a total third-party observer to this whole thing. We've been
Yeah.
through these
Yeah.
videos
Oh,
many,
yeah.
many times. Tim's like, is it occurring to anyone that this guy's, like, legit, like, retarded here?
Yeah.
And he's about to shoot it. Like, this is sad, man. Like,
We're
yeah,
like,
it's
well,
fu-
yeah,
I suppose it sort of is.
yeah, I guess whatever buzzkill. Fuck,
Tim,
we've been
trying to
dealing with-
reel it in. What the hell?
We've been doing this story for 3 years. Jesus Christ, Tim, shut
Leave
up.
us alone, Tim.
God damn it. But yeah, who is Pedro? I is Pedro. What does Pedro do? Pedro is a crazy. Fuck. Oh my God. And at the end when he's like, and if it's time to meet my maker, if I die from this and I meet Jesus at pearly gates, he probably won't let me in because I did something so stupid. I'm like, but I'm prepared for that. And I'm like, oh God, dude.
Oh, Pedro.
Who is Pedro?
I is Pedro. Matt writes in.
Shit.
Matt writes in with a yellow Ferrari update. Gentlemen,
Is this true? Is this true?
greetings from your boots on the ground listener in Birmingham. The yellow Ferrari that was parked near Big Rock was moved and hasn't been back for roughly 4 to 5 months. What?
How did we not know this?
In regard to being deaf at a concert or blind at a NASCAR race, would much rather be deaf at a concert, seeing the lights, the crowd, and the feel of the bass on my balls would be thrilling. I didn't think about the bass on my balls.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The vibration. You probably feel it through your whole body.
Man,
but
it's
your balls.
a great point. The
Yeah.
bass on your balls.
Yeah, it'd be good. That would be good.
Say when on the World Cup watch party at the local watering hole and buying the first few rounds and nachos. Matt,
Nice.
you guys watching the Cup yet? Really?
No.
Jesus is being cheated out of a lot of fun by the United States not being in it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know, you're right.
mean,
I
he'd
would
be
have
going,
watched at
he'd be
least
going
some.
fucking nuts right
Oh,
now.
he'd have his own vuvuzela. You know what I mean?
I'd watched a few games at least. I would
Yeah,
watch
man.
the 3 games that they played in.
Yeah, so would I. I got into it too. That was easy to get into it when the Team USA was there. That was fun. It is
Guys
fun.
missed Ronaldo missing a PK last night.
I didn't see that. Did he score it?
He missed the PK.
Oh,
last
he
night.
missed a PK. I thought you said you missed him taking a PK
You
last
missed
night.
him missing a PK,
Wow.
which would have put them top of the group and given them an easier next game against Russia, but now they have to face Uruguay.
Well, I do. One thing I really appreciate about the World Cup is there's so many of these teams from all over the world, and it's like goalie gives up the winning goal, and it's like now they want to murder him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I love that angle of it, where it's literally life and death for some of these guys.
Literally is.
Yeah. That part's fun.
Some serious shit.
Yeah, but not having our team in it, kind of sucks.
Oh, man, you can't appreciate the beautiful game.
Didn't
in and
you
of
used to
itself?
play against a former Olympian?
Oh, you're talking about badminton?
No. Well, we know.
Oh,
he beat-
dude, I play the power game if you want to get into it.
No. I'm well aware of your style, and you beat the shit out of an actual Olympian badminton female. But
Well,
no.
So what? She was an Olympian.
Didn't you play against fucking goatee, redhead, bearded guy?
Yep.
What's his name?
Alexi Lawless.
Alexi Lawless.
Yeah.
I don't think you were.
Lawless.
Were you impressed with his?
I wasn't too impressed. He's actually a striker at that point in his career.
Were you a
actually played
defenseman?
his final, I would say defenseman. Actually played his final high school game against me.
Really?
Yeah. We knocked him out.
Really?
Sent him home.
Nice.
Sent him home weeping.
Wow. Did he have the goatee then? And the
What's become of that guy?
yeah, doesn't he do commentary? It seems like
does.
every 4 years he pops up.
Yeah,
on-
he's one of the main soccer commentators out there.
yeah. You didn't think his skill was
He wasn't that great as a forward.
wow.
Jameson writes in, being in the younger to quite young part of your listener base, I'm a fan of X. And before I get into it, back up. Extentacion is pronounced like extentacion. Anyway, as a fan of him and his music, I've been following his story closely. According to a witness, damn man, they shot him in the neck.
Oh no.
Is that true?
I don't know. I didn't even know how to pronounce his name.
By the way, his car was not a Lambo. It was an electric BMW, but it had the gull wing style doors.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have seen that BMW. It was
Possible it was just a robber, just a stick up.
dude.
Those things are always deeper than, especially a dude who gets fucking cold cocked on stage like that by some gang members.
Yeah,
a year
yeah,
earlier.
rival. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if I'm buying that, but dude, the car was sweet.
Jameson says, "Keep up the good work lately.
Don't let him have it, Jay.
You have 2 more years of school to get me through." All right, Jameson, hang in there, buddy. We'll do what we can.
What is he in high school?
I think he said he's in his 30s, maybe. No.
Okay. Fair enough.
Must be in college. Hope he's not in high school.
He's in the dorms. He's a freshman.
Matt writes in, following up on his son's postcard to us from Winslow, Arizona. Standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona. To see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me.
Say,
Right?
how does that
Come
go?
on,
baby? Yeah.
Cult leader, smug lawyer, and Jesus. Figured I would send you an email to say, keep your eye open for post from Winslow. Oh, we received it. Son Aaron next to the black guy in the picture. The black guy. The black guy's a statue.
Oh, that's
Just
not
so
a
you
black
know,
guy.
Matt, the black guy's actually a statue.
Yeah.
My son Aaron
It's
next to the black
it's a
guy.
bronze guy. It's not a black guy.
He just finished his 5-year enlistment in the Marine Corps. Last day was June 13th. His twin brother Brad, cousin
Semper Fi.
Steve, and friend Jake flew out to San Diego. And listen to this road trip that they then ensued upon.
Look at this motley-looking crew.
I know.
Did
They
the
all-
black guy go with him?
It doesn't look like it. It looks like he's stuck in Winslow.
Yeah.
They all piled into my son's car that same day and commenced on a cross-country road trip back to Michigan. After lobster tacos in Old Town San Diego and spending an afternoon on the beach in La Jolla,
I love La Jolla.
they hit the road and took in a few sights along the way. Now listen to this. The Cabazon Dinosaur Roadside Park in Cabazon, California. Am I saying that right? Cabazon?
Let me see it.
Cabazon? I don't know. Mr. Marin County.
I'll let you. Sure, that passes. I'm not familiar with
Cabazon.
that.
The Clown Motel in Tonopah,
What? Terrifying.
yeah, Nevada, supposedly haunted.
Well, obviously.
They then went to Vegas. They went to the Grand Canyon, Winslow, Arizona, of course. The Four Corners Monument. Isis, you been there? It's
No,
crazy.
I
You can be
wish.
in all
I
4
want
corners
to.
of the states.
I know.
I wonder if anyone's ever taken a picture like with their feet
Yeah.
in one state, because that's what I would do.
Or hands, hands, feet.
You could do it, right?
Totally
I,
could.
I
Yeah.
would love to go to the Four Corners one day.
Hell yeah. Would you do that, E?
Of course I would.
Yeah. I wonder if anyone's thought about that.
I've been there.
I know it's not. I don't care how cliche it is. I still want to do it.
Roswell. There's almost like scuff marks in the in the
Probably.
pavement
Yeah.
there where people actually
see
set their hands.
Handprints and footprints. It's all worn out.
Roswell, New Mexico, UFO museum they hit. The Hewitt House from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie.
Whoa.
I would not have thought to do that.
Nope.
The Alamo, Shreveport, Louisiana, Memphis, Tennessee, the Gateway Arch in St. Louis, Missouri.
It's a hell of a trip, man.
Yeah, the Missouri Meerschaum Pipe Factory, the oldest manufacturer of corncob pipes in the
Wow.
world, in business since 1869. And get this, they made General MacArthur's pipe to his specs. Pipery.
No way.
The few other places that I don't recall, says Matt. They got home yesterday at about 6 p.m., June 21st, after logging 4,499 miles.
Fucking awesome.
That's a great trip. How long did it take, did they say?
Let's see. It took them 8 days. Yeah, 8 days. 4,500 miles. They came home passing out T-shirts, hats, corncob pipes, and other goodies. My son mentions, by the way, Pops, we dropped a postcard in the mail from Winslow, Arizona for the boys at the Detroit Cast. Hence this email.
Awesome. Look at those poops with the corn cobs
having some
pipes.
fun.
Dude, this is the age, man. Enjoy it, gentlemen. Enjoy it. Next thing you know, you're going to be bogged down by some fat bitch and a bunch of kids, and it's over. It's over. Enjoy getting shit-faced together, pounding ass, smoking your pipes while you can. Proud of you, gentlemen.
Says a guy with a guy next to him who have zero responsibilities on the planet and could go do that next week if they wanted to. You could leave tonight and go do what they did if you wanted.
Beautiful. I want to know what his shirt says. The grass is greener under my...
I could do an email right now to Joel, ask him to do a couple best ofs this week. You guys could be on your way. What do you say?
I don't want to be with
say?
E.
Yeah,
no.
you and E, cross country.
Let's you and I
cross
go.
country right
we'll
now.
let E do the show. We'll call in once a day and check in.
I've got responsibilities. You don't. You just described, hey, this is the best stage of your life. Why don't you do it, Mike?
Because I'm an old man, dude. This is what I'm talking about.
Age
what do you
is
think?
a number, Mike.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Pick
it
that up
is.
again, Jay. I want to see if you can figure out what his shirt says. So I'm thinking he's got a smart ass shirt on. The grass is greener under my
ass. I don't know. Grass is greener.
Well, under my. The shirt's cut off. Gentlemen, if you're listening, I need to know what the rest of that shirt says.
Save the rest for tomorrow, Mike.
Very good. All right, everybody. That was easy. What day is tomorrow?
Wednesday.
Thought it was later in the week than that, Isis.
Sorry.
All right, thanks everybody for hanging with us. We will be back tomorrow, and hopefully you will be too.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.
Listen,